Hello everyone, it's Brian here. Thank you so much for joining me and I hope you all are having a wonderful time. So today we are going to dive into a very interesting topic and I'd really love to know what your thoughts are on this because myself, I have sat and thought about it and I've finally come to the conclusion that this isn't a coincidence but it's just the media playing a long game. So today we are going to talk about this article by Amanda Platell where she was basically criticizing Prince William, and the headline was, it was actually on the Daily Mail because Amanda writes for the Daily Mail, and she said, "No one seems to dare say it, but William is the monarchy's next big problem." That was the headline of the piece. Now, when you take a look at it, you'd obviously think that Amanda Platell is criticizing Prince William, what Prince William is saying and all of that. Well, of course, that is what she's doing in the piece. But then when you take a look at it clearly, you'll find that this is just something completely different. So first of all, before I go into my own thoughts, let me tell you what Amanda actually said in the article. So first of all, let me just take you through the points. So Amanda basically criticized Prince William for being absent at the moment of the monarchy when it needs visible leadership. And then she also talked about how Prince William underperforms compared to both his father and Charles as Prince of Wales. She also talks about how Prince William appears reluctant to inherit the crown rather than prepared for it. And then also talks about how he prioritizes personal comfort and controlled narratives over duty. Also, Amanda criticizes William, saying that he avoids accountability even when Andrew's arrest dominates public consciousness. That is what Amanda Platell was telling us in this article. So let's first of all go through this article, then I'll give you my opinion on it, and then I'll show you the Royalist reactions, which are obviously very hilarious because they're very mad. They're very mad that the people who've stood up for Prince William and Kate Middleton all this time are now criticizing them. So first of all, Amanda Platell talks about Prince Andrew's arrest and how following that King Charles gave a statement, but the person who was very silent is Prince William. In fact, Amanda says instead of addressing the issue in public, he chose to do a BBC interview on men's mental health alongside Professor Green, a rapper and singer-songwriter, all very worthy and an important subject, but it sounded self-indulgent. She even says that the headline was, in quotes, "William gets candid," and he talked about his own mental health struggles as a first responder when he was a pilot for the air ambulance service dating back to 2015. Then she says, "And given the way Andrew's friend Jeffrey Epstein abused and trafficked girls, women's mental health would have been the more timely topic, and surely he should be tackling the matter of the moment, the unprecedented threat to the monarchy presented by Andrew's crisis." Well, that is what all of us were saying. Why would Prince William actually go and talk about men's mental health when we are talking about girls here? The main topic should be girls, women, because those are the ones who are impacted by everything that Jeffrey Epstein, Prince Andrew, and the rest of the alleged pedophiles actually did. So why was Prince William actually talking about men's mental health? In fact, the topic was mainly about Prince William himself, saying how he has a big problem, I don't know, digesting things or something like that. It was just a very off topic. And so many people called out Prince William on that. But again, there's never a time when Prince William is actually on topic. He's always off topic because he's just running to do projects that don't even suit him. He's just running to do any project because of PR, not even thinking about what he is actually doing. Anyway, let's go on. So in another part, Amanda then says that King Charles did 533 engagements in 2025 while battling cancer, while Prince William, who is 43, did only 202 engagements. And she says that when Charles was Prince of Wales, as William is now, he did over 530 royal engagements in a year, with 100 of them being overseas, even though King Charles himself had a young family. So there's literally no excuse for Prince William not working. This man is just lazy. And I think that is the message Amanda Platell is trying to convey, right? That Prince William is a lazy man and there's no excuse, and there should be no excuse for him failing to work or do his royal duties. Then she also talks about William and Kate moving to the Forest Lodge, which is something Amanda Platell seems like she's very, very angry over. She'll never get over the fact that William and Kate are moved to the Forest Lodge, because she says that William and Kate moving there was just a way of them, well, let me just quote exactly as she says. Amanda says, but the way he and Kate moved to their new Forest Lodge, that is forever home, buried deep in Great Windsor Park in 150-acre of a fenced off no-go zone, gives the impression they want to distance themselves as far as possible from the rigors and demands of real life. Yeah, I think that is exactly what it is. But according to other people, others were saying that is Kate's home. Probably William won't be staying there so much because these two are separated. So yeah, this didn't sit well with the UK media. It still doesn't sit well with them, because that is just William and Kate obviously showing that they're more concerned about where they live and all of that instead of actually performing their duties. And the media want to sell their papers. They want to see these people out and about so that they can also be able to print papers and sell them. Finishes by saying that, does he want the royals to carry on or not? There's no doubt that Andrew is potentially a mortal threat to the monarchy, but if William really is reluctant to become king as he appears to be, it could be that he'll become the problem and not just the Andrew. See, now they're telling William, are you really up for this job? Are you up for becoming the next king of England or not? Because now it seems like the monarchy is shaking. It seems like William isn't prepared for this job and even doesn't want to actually continue this monarchy. Well, I think William wants to be king. I think he really wants this job because it comes with a lot of power, right? Which is something William actually craves. And we've heard him say lots of things in the past, such as when he becomes king, he's going to do this. He's not going to welcome Harry and Meghan to his coronation. He's going to take away their titles. He's going to take away the kids' titles. So I know for sure William wants to become the next king of England because of all the power that he gets from that. But the question is, what about the work? So that is where my point now comes in. So we've all seen how the media has been playing, right? And this isn't Amanda Platell's first article criticizing Prince William. There was even another article just last year when William and Kate moved to the Forest Lodge, and this is what Amanda Platell wrote. This was the headline of the piece. So she was like, Prince William needs to man up. His new obsession suggests he has forgotten everything the late Queen stood for. This is why I fear for the future. Amanda was criticizing Prince William. So myself, I'm just like, why would the same media that has been supporting William and Kate all this time suddenly turn on them? There's obviously something to this, because it just can't be a coincidence. See, people like Amanda Platell and the rest of the UK media have learned Prince William. They know him very, very well. All these years, probably 30, 40, 50 years that they've been watching the monarchy. They've seen Prince William's 40 years, well, 44, right? 44 years on this earth. These people have obviously been watching Prince William and Kate Middleton very closely. And they can also see Harry and Meghan and what they're doing. So what the media is doing right now is just preparing the public for what is to come. They are trying to tell the public, kindly do not have a lot of expectations for Prince William when he becomes the next king of England. You shouldn't hold your breath that he is going to perform a lot of duties or do a lot of work when he becomes the next king of England. And that is exactly what Amanda is doing right now by writing all of these articles saying how, Prince William, you need to do this. Prince William, we do not have a faith in your, reign or something like that. They're just trying to tell the public that don't actually have a lot of faith. Therefore, when William becomes the next king of England, you won't be disappointed. So the media is protecting Prince William, and at the same time, they are protecting their own reputation, so that when things actually go bad, when William becomes the King of England, they won't have a part to play in that. They'll be like, but we told you so. We told you that William was actually lazy. We told you that he didn't like to work. So they won't be to blame. They won't be blamed for what is happening, and then they will also have told people exactly the kind of person Prince William is. So the public will be like, okay, but we knew this is the kind of person Prince William is, so we don't have to be criticizing him because we already knew this. So yeah, that is the game that these people are playing, and it's just nasty. Anyway, following this article, the Royalists are obviously really mad. In fact, this article has been trending on X for the past like several hours ever since it was released, and most of the comments are just the Royalists really mad at Amanda Platell for even daring to tell Prince William that he needs to work hard and that what he's doing right now isn't right. So I'm obviously not going to be reading the comments of the derangers because that would be a complete waste of time, but you can already tell they were really mad. The comments section was filled with them raging, telling Amanda Platell, why would you say this? You should be focusing on the Yorks, that is Princess Eugenie, Prince Andrew, and all of that. But no, I think Amanda Platell should be focusing on this and bringing light on whatever Prince William is actually doing, even though I know it's their long game, but people still need to know that Prince William is a lazy person, right? But we shouldn't forget that William was also involved in all of this by welcoming Prince Andrew, rubbing shoulders with this man, making it seem as though Andrew was very much welcome into that family, but someone like Harry or even Meghan weren't welcome. So yeah, he deserves to get this attention right now. So what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it's plainly Amanda Platell criticizing Prince William for being lazy and all of that, and even trying to avoid whatever is happening to the royal family? Or do your thoughts actually align with mine, that the media is just playing a long game? So let me know what you think. Then I'll see you on the next episode, and I hope you have a wonderful time. Goodbye.